Hockey has shaped me into everything that I am, honestly.
Definitely made me very resilient.
I didn't think I was made for school. The motivation came from rugby.
Having a female leader opens up opportunities for different conversations. U of G is not just a place where people think it would be nice to do something. Our actions and investment from the department here are creating changes in the lives of student athletes. We had a really good training session yesterday. Today is darker, colder, gloomier. Let's figure out a way to create some good energy right off the hop. Grips on two, on two. Grips. Okay, here we go. Across institutions, people want to invest in women. People are really trying to invest in women, but She's Got Game actually invests in women and makes sure that there's equity for us. My athletes can now not have a part-time job and have that extra load or extra hours in their week because they're supported with a scholarship from She's Got Game.
I don't think at the time, it hit me that, okay, I'm the first to do this in my family, but I'm also gonna have to work. The stakes, yeah, was if I stop, then it's all gone. I was actually in trouble of being deregistered because I hadn't paid my tuition on time. At this time, you could actually go into financial services. So I remember going there and they were like, well, do you have anybody who could help you? And I was like, I'm the first one to do this. I don't know. I don't even know how to bring up this conversation. And that was all they could offer me at the time. I felt so lost, everything was taken away from me. And then, yeah, I got the She's Got Game scholarship. And I remember getting an email about it and just literally, I remember being in my basement and just deflating. Just being okay, my tuition's paid.
Coming into school, it was like a letter. So I got a letter in the mail and you open it up and it was like, congratulations, you're the recipient of the She's Got Game scholarship. The first time you see that is definitely a big deal. I started in a little town called Ilderton. When you're that young, you just play co-ed, so I was with the boys. And then when I was around 6 or 7, I transitioned to all girls.
We're going to do our normal version from the corners of the blue line, and we're going to do the version that we did with Mark yesterday.
Guelph had kind of been reaching out to me and come watch my games. I came to campus a couple times for some tours, and it just had that homey feel. The fact that majority of the team can have the scholarship is huge, especially on a women's team where we are just as deserving as men are.
Being a student athlete, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress because you're not only worried about your academics, but you're also worrying about practice and games, and all that brings a lot of stress in itself. So I think that She's Got Game opportunity definitely is a huge stress reliever. Just taking obviously that financial help, not having to work on the sides, that for 8 months of the year, just focus on my academics and my athletics and being the best version of myself.
Hey, let's fly from the line. She scored!
Being a varsity athlete, the motivation was intrinsic. But then having that outside funding is not just dollars on a page. It was okay, somebody thinks that you are worth investing in.
Let's go. Come on! Grips on 2, 1, 2!
They deserve the opportunity to be funded, to have a scholarship, and our job as administrators and coaches is to make the world of sport better for them and to invest in them and to show them what's possible when we can remove a few barriers for them.
Girls didn't really have opportunities to necessarily always be able to go on and play at the next level. It's definitely something that's really been beneficial. And knowing that our sport is just as valued as the guys' side of the game as well, and just knowing we're seen in that same level of playing field.
Judy is coming back home. The Guelph Gryphons are OUA champions.
Women's sport is exploding right now all over this country and countries across the globe.
Now you have these players who you get to watch every day of the week, and people who you can just relate to, and being able to picture yourself in that situation. Right now I'm in the process of trying to play on a team in Europe. I have an agent and he will reach out to some teams heading into next season. Thinking about that legacy, I want to be able to support the people coming after me, and knowing that there are people who do support me is really cool, and that's just part of the Gryphon family.
It is a domino effect, and I think people underestimate the power of what scholarship can do. Had it not been for receiving support from She's Got Game, I would not be the Masters today.
With the support of this program, we're able to do really hard things and support women, help them feel secure, make changes. Good attracts good, and She's Got Game is so, so, so good.